So all of the art of this is back from 2023, and back I wanted to do this very badly, decided I should also make some spare shots to really show off the designs, sketched them, got quite a bit into finishing one of them, but never finished them, and at this point I don't know if I ever will. So I decided to just show you what I got from back from 2023 and then just leave it at that and move forward. I also don't know if I'll ever do something like this again. I didn't want to use a randomizer at the time, so I asked a friend and she gave me a Werewolf, Meowth and Fennekin. I started with the rough drafts. All of these are actually in the same file, so you will see a bit of changing around, me going from Pokemon to Pokemon. But yeah, since Avaros is a bigger Pokemon, I thought it would only be fitting to also make it a bigger person to more fit the silhouette. I also thought that the eye markings would do well as makeup. A thing I wanted to achieve is that this character is like basically two. A more difficult thing for this Pokemon in particular is that it basically has two silhouettes. The one without the veil and the one with the veil. And I also wanted to set apart the colors of the veil enough for the rest of the character to stand well on its own without it and both with it. So that took a bit of figuring out for me to do at the time and how to make that work well. Fun fact, all of these three I actually had the same challenge, that is, how do you translate a tail into a more human design without just making them a furry? Although I probably should have made them furries. Moving on to Meowth. Meowth I've always read as a very energetic kid, someone who spends 90% of the time outside, just slightly harassing their neighbors, in hopefully non-hurtful ways, mostly. The type of, kid that will steal your mail. But, it's all good fun for the most part. And because of that, I wanted to give them a more outdoorsy outfit and also a big backpack where they could fit all of the shit they stole from the neighbors in. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And lastly, Fennekin. The vibe Fennekin gave me was a warm and cozy one. The vibe of staying inside on a cold day, being cozy under some blankets while it's raining outside, with a warm chocolate milk or tea. I wanted to turn the big ears into pigtails, although it probably is quite usually done. I just like the way it looks, honestly. They also seem like someone that always has essentials with them somewhere on their hand, someone prepared, someone that you can lean on. And then I went on to the reference sheets. This was pretty straightforward, and the changes were only minimal, and most of the changes were just in the details and not overall shapes. Mostly just cleaned up to make them look better. To note, these are just very basic reference sheets of basic shit on them, because I don't really plan to use them more than this. I don't really have a specific direction that I need to go in with the reference sheets, so it was fully just about getting them clean and presented and then moving on. Honestly, something I've always found very neat is when people braid in colored hair with the natural ones, and so I wanted to bring that in somewhere with our, and I wished I would have done it more cleanly and clearly. Also, it's just some funky pants. I would absolutely wear those if I had them. For Meowth, I wanted to make them a bit more long and lanky than the original draft. I'm very tall kid, basically. I did also went a bit further back on how I wanted to do the irises. Oh, I don't know how well you can tell that though, because holy shit, speed train's going by fast. I did also end up changing the boots a bit to make the silhouette a bit more interesting. And lastly, Fennekin. I also wanted to make everything for them a bit more round, a bit more comfortable. I also wanted to make the pigtails a bit bigger to just stand out more, once again, give them a bit more interesting silhouette. And lastly, smaller feetsies, because honestly I find it kind of funny, and it kind of suits for them being a fox. Foxes have very small feet. Paws, I guess. If this gajinka, do you refer to them as paws or feet? I don't know. Honestly, no idea. But yeah, that's about that. That's about it. I'm gonna leave now. Thank you very much for being here. I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and please let me know if it's gijinka, would you refer to him as paw feet? I honestly have no idea what's the correct answer there. Thank you. Bye bye.